everyone, this is Chetan Singhal. Welcome to my channel Stat Shine, where knowledge shines to make you shine. In this video, we'll be learning about Bernoulli trials and binomial distribution. So starting with, what is Bernoulli trial? Right. So it's a trial, it's nothing but a random experiment, right? So we are performing any experiment like tossing a coin. So this is a experiment. Throwing a die, this is an experiment, right? So these are experiments. Drawing a card from a well shuffled deck of cards, so that is an experiment. So this is a trial. So when it's a Bernoulli trial, so first thing is there are only two outcomes to those trial. There are only two outcomes, right? So suppose if I toss a coin, so there are only two outcomes. One is head and tail. So in general, in Bernoulli trial, we define two outcomes. One is success and other as failure. So if I define head as success, so my failure would be tail, right? So there can be only success or failure. So suppose throwing a dice, so it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this would be not a Bernoulli trial, because if I note the number shown on the dice, so there can be 6 outcomes, right? So this is not a Bernoulli trial. But suppose I define success as even number obtained, right? And failure as odd number. So then tossing, this throwing a die would be considered as a Bernoulli trial, because there are only two outcomes to it now, either even number or odd. So there can be nothing. So even is nothing if I say success, and odd is failure, right? So it depends how I am defining the trial, right? So it's tossing a throwing a dice only and noting either the number is even or odd. Tossing a coin head or tail. So there are only two outcomes. The important thing is to remember this, right? And we denote P is equals to probability of success, Q equals to 1 minus P, right? So this is P is the probability. So I am talking about only single one Bernoulli trial as of now. So we have only one Bernoulli trial. So this is the definition. So now when we have n Bernoulli trials, what does that mean? N means finite. There should be countable number of Bernoulli trials or trials. There should be. So this was the definition of only a single Bernoulli trials. So there should be finite number of trials, right? Two outcomes only, success or failure. Trials should be independent. Trials should be independent. What does this mean? So suppose I am tossing a coin. So each time I toss a coin once, then I toss a coin 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, n times. So each time I toss a coin, that should be independent each time. That shouldn't be dependent with the previous tosses, right? Suppose if I toss a coin and that got damaged somehow, and I am tossing again the same coin, so that is something a dependence would be caused, right? So these trials should be independent of each other. There should be nothing dependency that should be created between these trials. Probability of success in each trial should be same. Should be same. As I explained just now, this is the case that goes with this also. So define a success as spade, failure is just opposite, not spade. Right? So if we see spade here, so here the probability of spade is nothing but 13 by 52. Right? Because there are 13 cards. But here the probability of spade is nothing but 12 by 51, because we have already drawn one spade, and when we do it without replacement, then the probability changes. So this is nothing but not, this property is not satisfied. So these are the four properties of Bernoulli trials. So for a single Bernoulli trial, there are only two outcomes, and for multiple Bernoulli trials, so there should be finite Bernoulli number of trials. There should be only two outcomes, success or failure. Trials should be independent, and probability of success in each trial should be constant, should be same. Right? So a simple example of a Bernoulli trials is tossing of coins. Tossing of coins. Suppose I 1, 2, 3. I toss coin 3 times. So there are 3 trials. 3 trials with p equals to half. And each time our success is the head. Each time I toss, the probability of success is nothing but this p half. So this is the Bernoulli trials, right? So now we have learned these Bernoulli trials. So now we'll define binomial distribution. So suppose I define x, our random variable, which is the number of successes in n Bernoulli trials. So there are n Bernoulli trials. So here we say that x follows binomial distribution with parameters n and p, where p is the probability of success and n is the number of trials. Suppose I toss coin 3 times. So there are 3 trials, right? 1, 2, 3, and our success is head. Right? So p is the probability of head, that equals half. So here, just as an example, x follows binomial, n equals to 3, p equals to half. Right? So what would be the HT. So these are our possible outcomes, right? So so there would be total 8 outcomes when we toss coin 3 times. So we have n equals to 3, p equals to half, and our success is defined as head, right? So we say that x follows binomial distribution, right? What is the value of x that it can take, right? So here number of success is 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 0, right? So it's the number of heads that we want to count in each outcome. So x can take value 0 to n if you see. So because it has taken value 0 to 3 only, because maximum number of success that we can get is 3 and minimum is 0 when all are the failures. So x can get value 0 to n. So in this case, if we see, it can get 0, 1, 2, 3, right? And with each we have associated probability also. So for 0, it's nothing, only 1. So this is tail, tail, tail. So half into half into half, right? It's 1 by 8. Or we have equally assigned probabilities to each of this outcome. So for 1 there are only 3, so it would be 3 by 8. There are only 2, we have 1, 2, 3, so it would be 3 by 8. And for 3 it's only 1, it's 1 by 8. So if you see the sum, it's 1. Sum. So this is it is the probability distribution that we discussed in my earlier video. So x is nothing but a probability. It's a random variable, right? And and it follows a binomial distribution. So what is a distribution? So distribution is nothing, a probability distribution, right? So it is a way through which we can calculate the probabilities for random variable x. So what does binomial distribution says? That we can calculate what does the, so in first we understand what does the distribution says. So it says the way through which we can calculate the probabilities for the random variable x, and for binomial distribution the formula is nothing but this. So we'll understand this formula. So what does this say? Probability of x equals to n choose x, p ki power x, this is n choose x in combination, like permutation and combination we learned. This is nothing but n factorial upon n minus x factorial p ki power x, 1 minus p is q ki power x, right? Where our x goes from 0, 1 till 1, 2 till n, right? So in this case only we'll try to understand this. So suppose if I want to calculate probability x equals to 2, so it would be this, this and this, HHT, HTH and THH. So suppose I have 3 places, 1, 2, 3, and in that I have to fit these 2 numbers, like 2 letters h and t. So there are total 3 factorial, because there is a repetition of heads 2 times. So this would be nothing but 2 factorial and 1 factorial, right? This is the way we done. The number of the times it gets repeated, we just divide it by factorial. So suppose there are 3. So we have tossed coin 3 times. So we have to arrange head and tails here. So in total 3 factorial ways we can arrange them, right? But now we know that there will be 2 heads. There will be 2 heads. So there will be the repetition of 2 heads. So that's why we are dividing it by 2 factorial, and we are dividing it by 1 factorial because it will be 1 tail. So this is, and there are 2 heads. So there is p square, and there are 2 heads, p square, 1 tail, it's q. So it's nothing but 3 factorial, 2 factorial, 1 factorial into p square into q. So this is nothing but 3 factorial is 6 by 2, p square is 1 by 2 square, 1 by 2. So this is 3, 1 by 8, 3 by 8. So this 3, what does this 3 comes from? So this 3 is these number of cases, 1, 2, 3, right? So this is the binomial distribution, right? So we'll take one more example when we toss coin 10 times, right? So now suppose we toss coin 10 times, right? So x follows binomial n equals to 10, p equals to half. So here are successes head only, right? Suppose if we want to calculate probability x equals to 6, right? We want to calculate probability x equals to 6. This means 6 heads. 6 heads, this implies 6 heads and 4 tails, because there are only 2 outcomes to it. So we have 6h and 4t. So total we have 10 factorial ways to arrange 10 numbers or 10 alphabets, right? But we have 6 repetitions of heads and 4 repetitions of tails. So we'll divide it by 6 factorial and 4 factorial. So this would be 10 factorial, 6 factorial, 4 factorial. There would be 6 heads. So p ki power 6. There would be 4 tails. So tail is our failure. 1 minus p ki power 4. So this would be 10 choose 6. Half ki power 6. Half ki power 4. This is 10 choose 6. Half ki power 10. right? So got it? How the number of cases that we are taking. So there are 10 tosses, and this 6 heads will contain 6 repetitions of head and 4 repetitions of tails. That's why we are dividing it by 6 factorial and 4 factorial, right? So just want to discuss some mathematical relationships. So suppose it's given x greater than equals to 2. What does that mean? There are at least, what does that mean? At least 2 success, right? So this means that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll calculate the probabilities. So what can we write it as? I can write it as probability 1 minus x less than 2 equals to 1 minus probability x less than equals to 1. Probability x less than equals to 1. So we can solve in this way. And suppose x less than equals to 2. So this is nothing but at most 2 successes. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 2 successes. Right? So this is the binomial distribution. It has this formula through which we can calculate the probabilities of a specific x, through which we want to, like here we want to calculate the probability for 6 heads, so we have calculated. So hope you have understood the binomial distribution in Bernoulli trials. And one more thing, if you sum these probabilities, summation probability x equals to x, this should turns out to be 1. So in this case, if you see, this is summation n choose x p की power x, and this is q की power n minus x, right? So this is summation, I am summing over x, right? This equals p plus q की power n equals to 1, right? This is the formula that we get using binomial expansion. So this is equals to 1. So hope you have understood the concepts of Bernoulli trials and binomial distribution. So if you like the content and this explanation, please like the video, please subscribe my channel. Keep shining. Thank you.